Good morning, everyone. I am Meenakshi Gurjar, Assistant Professor of Chemistry. Today's our topic is HSAB theory part 2. In last video lecture, we have discussed about HSAB theory part 1. In this part, uh, we have covered most of the topic in this chapter. I told you about Pearson HSAB theory concept. According Pearson, hard acids preferentially bind with hard bases, whereas soft acid preferentially binds with soft bases. Look at here, this table. This table is related to bases, hard, borderline and soft bases. You should learn this table because this is very helpful for understanding application of HSAB concept. Now comes on symbiosis. I have told you about HSAB theory principle and what are the main features of acids, hard acids and soft acids, and hard bases and soft bases features I have told you in earlier lecture. And now comes on symbiosis. Symbiosis means hardness and softness of a particular center is not its inherent property, but it depends on the chemical environment. It depends on the chemical environment. It's mean if addition of soft and polarizable substituents towards a particular center soften the its hardness, whereas presence of electron withdrawing substituent can reduce the softness of this particular site. uh, the accumulation of large number of soft and polarizable moieties around a hard center can reduce and hardness of the center. Similarly, the addition of a large number of non-polarizable electron withdrawn moieties to a soft center can reduce the soft character of a center. Jorgensen in 1968 explained this phenomenon. Its mean hardness and softness depends upon the chemical environment of a particular center. I explain it in next slide. Look at here examples of symbiosis. First, BH3 versus BF3. You know that B plus 3 is a hard acid. And in BF3, addition of 3 hard fluoride ions to B plus 3 retains the hardness in BF3. In BF3, central atom is boron. This is particular center of hardness and it surrounds by 3 fluoride ion, and we know that 3 fluoride ions are hard, then it retains its hardness in BF3. But when uh, in case of BH3, here you know that in BH3 boron particular center is surrounded by 3 hydride ion, and I know that 3 hydride ions, you know hydride ions are soft bases. It is soft, and addition of 3 hydride ions addition of 3 hydride ion uh, 3 hydride ion softness makes its softness greater than BF3. Then BH3 turns into soft acid, whereas BF3 is a hard acid. Here you see that R2O BH3 plus R2S BF3, it makes R2O BF3 plus R2S BH3. These are the complexes. First complex R2O BH3. It is a hard soft complex. It means it contains R2O is a hard base, whereas BH3 is a soft base, and R2S BF3, it contains R2S is a soft base, whereas BF3 is a hard acid. We know that according Pearson HSAB concept, always hard and soft complex will be most stable, whereas soft and hard complex will be least stable. Then it tends to, its equilibrium shifts towards left to right, and this reaction goes forward direction. And it is an example of symbiosis. Second example is Cu plus 2 versus Cu CN45 minus 3. We know that Cu plus 2 is a borderline acid. It is a borderline acid. I told you in last lecture, Cu plus 2 is a borderline acid when it surrounds by 5 cyanide ion. 5 cyanide ion which are soft entity. It makes it soft. Hence the accumulation of 5 cyano groups around the metal center. Cu plus 2 metal center soft the metal center. It softs the metal center, so this change into a soft acid, whereas Cu plus 2 is a borderline acid. It is also example of symbiosis. We can explain it by symbiosis. Next is RnH2 versus C5H5n, it is pyridine, C6H5NH2, it is aniline, N3 minus azide and N2. You know, generally N site due to its small size and its high electron negativity and non-polarizability character, it acts as a hard base. But according to symbiosis, when it surrounded by some polarizable moieties, like a sufficient pi electron clouds in C5H5n. You know what is the structure of pyridine? You should assume pyridine here nitrogen. C5H5n, it is a heterocyclic compound, and nitrogen is surrounded by a large polarizable pi electron clouds. And in C6H5NH2, it is aniline, it is NH2. Here nitrogen is surrounded by 2 hydrogen atom and 1 phenyl group. Third is azide and fourth is N2. Then N side becomes relatively softer. Here N sides becomes relatively softer. We know that ammonia, NH3, RNH2 primary amines are the cases of hard bases. These are the hard bases, whereas C5H5 and pyridine, these all examples makes it as borderline bases. These are borderline bases. It is also a good example of symbiosis. Now comes on theoretical basis of hardness and softness. Several theories have been given to explain the stability of complexes formed by hard and soft interactions. Some important theories are: first theory is ionic and covalent bond theory. According to this theory, ionic bond is formed by the interactions of hard acids and hard bases, whereas covalent bond is formed by the interactions of soft acids and soft bases. You know that the electrostatic force of attraction between two oppositely charged ions is inversely proportional to the internuclear distance. It is a Coulomb force. Hard acids and hard bases have a smaller size, whereas soft acid and soft bases are having big sizes. And due to big size, they have large internuclear distance. And hard acid and hard base complex, a complex which is formed by hard acid and hard bases, contain a small internuclear distance. It contains a small nuclear distance, and according to Coulomb electrostatic force of attraction, two oppositely charged ions is inversely proportional to the internuclear distance. It means if internuclear distance R will be small, or will be small, then F will be increased, and it occurs in the case of hard acid hard bases complex. So it makes a ionic bond formation, and covalent bond is formed by the interaction of soft acid and soft bases. This is because the soft acid and soft bases have large size, The polarization effects are therefore important to explain their interactions. Polarization effect is polarization effect we can also explain by the softness. It means size. According to size phenomena, if size increased, then polarization is also increased, and softness of acid and bases is also increased. Soft acids are generally transition metal ions having 6 or more d electrons. The d subshells are easily polarized. D subshells are easily polarized when transition metal have more than 6 d electron, then it tends to become high polarized, and due to high polarized nature it tends towards soft acid. Therefore, the complexes formed by soft acids and soft bases have covalent bonding and are stable. In order to predict the hard and soft nature of given acid and base, Misono and his co-workers in 1967 gave the following equation: pK is equal to minus log K plus Ax plus By plus C. Here K is the instability constant of the complex. It is K, log K which is in log. It is instability constant of complex. Here X and Y are the parameters of the acid, whereas A and B are the parameters of the bases. C is a constant which adjusts pK values in such a way that all of them lie on the same scale. K is the equilibrium constant for the dissociation of acid-base complex. Here pK, K which is in pK is the equilibrium constant for the dissociation of acid-base complex. The acid is hard if the value of parameter Y is less than 2.80. You should remind it that acid will be hard if value of parameter Y will be less than 2.80, and acid will be soft if the value of Y more than 3.20. And for borderline acids, the value of Y is in between 2.80 and 3.20. Look at here, this table corresponds to parameter Y and acid, hard and soft acid. Hard acid. In this table, first column is related to hard acid, and in second column parameter Y is shown. Look at here, these all acids in column A which are hard acid contain Y value is less than 2.80, and in third column these are the soft acid and these are the parameter Y. You look at here, these all soft acid contain parameter Y more than 3.20. So these are the soft acid, and in case of borderline acid, value of Y will be in between 2.80 and 3.20. You should learn this. The value of parameter B for the sum of the bases given below. You know that parameter Y is related to acid and parameter B is related to base. So this table corresponds to bases and parameter B. Here, look at here, hard bases contain parameter B value. If base is hard if the value parameter B will be less than 3, and base will be soft if the value of B is more than 5. Look at here, hard bases contain value less than 3, and these contain value, soft bases contain value B greater than 5, and these contain lesser than 3. The value of X and A also give information about the hard and soft nature of an acid and base. This is the theory, first theory, ionic theory. And second is pi bonding theory. This theory, pi bonding theory, this theory was given by Mulliken and Chad to explain soft-soft interaction on the basis of pi bonding. You know that soft acids also have large number of d electrons, and they contain large number of d electrons, so these are very polarized. And they form a strong bond with soft bases, and these are called good pi bonding ligands. The polarization of soft acid and soft base also favor pi bonding. Third is Pidgeon theory. According to Pidgeon, London dispersion energies stabilize a bond between two large polarizable atoms. Now question arises, what is London dispersion energy? And London dispersion energy is associated with London dispersion force. And now comes that what is London dispersion force? London dispersion force is a type of a van der Waals force, which is an intermolecular force. When polarizability increased, then its force also will be increased, and when this force stability will be increased, then London dispersion energy will be also increased. These energies increase with an increase. You can see that how London dispersion force is related with polarizability. When molecular size is increased, then polarizability is also increased, and